years in a cask.
Yeah, it was pretty chaotic in there. Going in wine tasting with a bunch of kids.
The views are incredible.
Last week we cruised down the coast of Galicia in Spain.
It's so green, very lush.
Last night in Spain, we made a few stops and then we set off to Portugal.
We have arrived in Porto!
We're heading into town again, and today we're going to try some port wine. The marina here has some collaboration with one of the wine houses, so that's where we're going.
We were going there together with our 2 Swedish buddy boats, and together we have 6 kids. This could get interesting. Churchill Vineyard and Winery was founded by Johnny Graham in 1981. We got to taste 3 different types of port wine: tawny, ruby and a white port.
So the first one is a white port wine, cold, very good, 10 years old.
The port wine originates from this city, Porto. The grapes are grown along the Douro River in the Douro Valley. These barrels were 60 years old.
Our winery is Mr. John Graham. He's related to the Graham's family.
The grapes are hand-picked and sorted twice. Then they are being crushed by foot in granite lagares.
Barrels make it by blending different harvests. So wine like that.
When we came into the cellar, there was a strong smell of yeast from the aging barrels.
30 years in a cask. We can leave it like 2-3 years without touching it, but then we will check the samples, like the wine, take the samples.
The ruby port tastes quite similar to our normal red wine, but sweeter. And the tawny has a smoky flavor, like whiskey.
Which one was your favorite of these 2?
I'm not sure. I think I'm leaning against the tawny. Yeah. So we're walking through the port wine district now. All of these old warehouses are port wine warehouses where they have these big casks and storage of port wine. Yeah, it was pretty chaotic in there. Going in wine tasting with a bunch of kids.
wine tasting was fun and different because it's not something we drink very often, or almost never really. But yeah, it was nice to try different ones. They were very different in taste. Now we're gonna eat some lunch and then I guess head into the city center, which is over there. It looks beautiful.
The half rabbit is created by the Portuguese artist Bordalo II. It is made out of recycled materials and trash collected from the city. The art piece is a call for increased social awareness of ecological sustainability and a subtle critique to society's wastefulness.
So we just had some lunch and now we're going to take this cable car up to the hill up there, and then I think we're going to walk over the bridge to the old part of the city on the other side. Tickets.
And another port wine tasting.
Going.
Ja, det sitter där.
Känns som att åker skidor. Både flesta, de är relativt billigt. The boats down here are the traditional barges that they used to have for the shipping of the port wine on the river. And they were really heavily loaded with the barrels of wine. And from what I heard, there were a lot of deaths historically, because there used to be rapids in the river before they built the dams and the locks upriver here. Jag måste ju hata det här.
The views are incredible.
It was beautiful everywhere we looked, and we could have stood here for hours, just looking at the view and taking thousands of photos.
A very vibrant city, lots of things going on here. Really beautiful.
Such a cool city. It's really up and down, a lot of hills. And the temperature is perfect today. So I think around maybe 19-20 degrees or something. And we're gonna eat ice cream now.
Du får hjälpa mig, Malin.
Extra everything.
Extra everything, yes. Try the port wine ice cream.
This is port wine ice cream. Now very strange. Now it's going up. Up, 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 up.
It's just the perfect city to just stroll around in.
Porto is the second biggest city in Portugal and has around 1.7 million inhabitants in its metropolitan area. The old center is actually one of the oldest ones in all Europe, and the city was proclaimed the World Heritage Site by UNESCO in 1996.
Now we're next to the University of Porto and we are heading to the old library, which was the inspiration for J.K. Rowling's and the Harry Potter books.
The bookstore is called Livraria Lello.
There's a really long line to get inside. I don't think we will do that. It's quite a waiting time. I'm not that into Harry Potter, so I don't know if it looks like some of the places in the movie or something.
Driving here is not for the faint of heart, because the streets were not designed with modern traffic in mind. They are narrow.
What a city. After only a few days here, I can easily say that this city is on the top 10 list of all the cities I've ever been to. Yeah, such a vibrant and beautiful city, and a quite nice mix of old and new. Yeah, I just love it here.
We walked down to the river, and the current was now really strong.
Admiring the beautiful tiles on this building. Such a pretty blue color. Look at the sails now, they're going full speed with the current. That's going really fast.
Minha lambreta, cá pra mim no meu conceito, se é tão e tem. Tende minha lambreta.
det var som...
E eu juro que eu canto fora até ao mar, para na beira da esperança com a luzinha a almear. Deixa de pensar em tal dia.
After walking over 8 kilometers up and down the hills, we were all pretty tired. But what an amazing city Porto is. Thank you for watching, and it's thanks to viewers like you who support our videos that we can continue producing them. If you enjoy our videos, please consider to join our Patreon crew. See you next week.